Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video. Today guys, we're going to be going into the expanded format again, and we're going to be playing a deck that I played on stream, and this is going to be my TinaChomp's Bats deck. A deck that, in my Mewtwo Bats video, a lot of people were saying maybe try out TinaChomp Bats, and on stream the other day, I played the deck, and the deck actually turned out to be pretty good, and we're going to be showing it off in today's video. The idea of the deck is to use Giratina's and Garchomp's attack, Calamitous Slash, which is 160 plus 80 more damage if your opponent already has any damage on their active. And we're going to do that through our bats. We're going to try to sneaky bite them or surprise bite them. And we're going to get damage on them and then just knock them out Calamitous Slash. This thing absolutely destroys tag teams, and we can power it up very easily with double Dragon Energy. So this does seem like a pretty cool archetype to try out and expand it. So before we get in the video, of course, shout out to our sponsor, Cardcraver and TCG. As always, guys, if you're ever looking for any PTCGO codes, if you're trying to get Hidden Fate Packs codes, Unbroken Bonds codes, Unified Minds codes, or if you're trying to get any other PTCGO code related stuff, like, of course, ETB codes, GX box codes like Reshizard or Pikarom codes, anything like that, head over to Cardcraver and TCG. They do have a Pokemon TCG singles site that they sell Pokemon TCG singles on. I have that link down below too if you're looking for in real life Pokemon TCG singles. So yeah, if you get anything from either website, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Support the channel, help Cardcraver out, help yourself out. Win-win for everyone. So yeah, shout out to Cardcraver and TCG, guys. Make sure you use my discount code LDF if you get anything from there. So now let's look into the list and what's going on here. So it's a really cool deck. Try it out on stream. Seems really powerful. And the deck has a lot of options too. TinaChomp, we know, is decent in standard with Malamar, but in expanded, again, we get to use it with double Dragon Energy, which means it gets powered up a lot easier. You have the attack Linear Attack. For 1 energy, you do 4 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then you have the attack Calamitous Slash. For a Psychic Fight and Colors, which again, we can cheat that through double Dragon Energy, we do 160 damage. And if the opponent's active already has any damage counters on it, you're going to be doing 240 to 260 damage. So you can hit really hard. You're going to one-shot tag teams thanks to the power of the bats doing the already extra damage, the damage you do with Calamitous Slash. If you add a Fighting Fairy Belt on top of that, your damage output is just ridiculous. Now, you have GGN too, as a panic attack. If you ever need to just do a quick GGN, you can do that, discard something off the board. I'm pretty sure GGN will stack when you put a bunch of double Dragon Energies on this guy, so this card has a lot of win conditions. And again, it just destroys tag team Pokemon. And we do have our bats here with Surprise Bite, Sneaky Bite. If we ever need to fall back and maybe do Supercross, I am playing one copy of Dimension Valley in case we ever need to do like a Supercross or something, doing 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. This obviously will set up your Giratina's Calamitous Slash on everything, and we can also maybe use Skill Dive. Against low HP decks like Night March, the bats are really good at taking multiple prizes, and being a Psychic type does mean you can also hit like Mew 3s and other Psychic weak Pokemon like Marshadow GX for weakness. And we are playing our fighting Pokemon. We have Hammerhead Landorus, which I do prefer over the Buzzwole GX just because it's weak to Psychic, and I think Psychic right now in Expanded is just really good. But we do have Hammerhead to spread damage and, of course, set up Calamitous Slash, and maybe deal with Zoroark and Greninja Zoroark and Pikarom. We also have our Sledgehammer Buzzwole, something that I am maybe considering removing because it's actually hard to get a Sledgehammer turn with this deck. But still, I think it's still good to have for those, fighting weak decks. We got one Sudowoodo, of course, for Skyfield deck, one Oricorio for Night March. Oricorio with bats and even Linear Attack makes it really hard for Night March to win because you can just take a lot of prizes because you have all these spread options. And I am, of course, playing one copy of Lele. Going into the items now, we got one Field Blower, of course, to get our abilities back, get rid of tools, 4 treasures, 4 Ultra Balls, your search cards treasure gets you bats, gets you your TinaChomps. I am playing a split of Stretcher and Rod. I like being able to get your fight energies back. We only play 5 of them. And also getting your bats back. 1 Scoop Up Cyclone, because we can reuse our bats, get our Tinas back. We got a Special Charge, get our Double Dragons back. 4 Via Seekers. I am playing 2 Power Plants. Of course, Mew 3 is pretty popular and expanded right now, so having Power Plant is nice. And of course, the D-Valley for the bats. Supporters, 1 Acerola, Colress, Cynthia, Guzma. You've seen them all before. The Acerola, of course, could be good for Giratina, but maybe even retrieving the bats. I got my belts in the deck. I like it more than Choice Band, because Tina having over 300 HP is ridiculous. Only 1 Float, 4 Double Dragon, 5 Fight Energy. But yeah, that's it for my list here. Let's go show it off and expand it and show off the strength and power of how this deck performs. It's insane. Alright guys, here we go, getting into some expanded games with the TinaChomp Bats deck. Tested the deck on stream, and the deck played pretty well. We bricked a little bit. And oh no, we're up against a Fairy deck here. This is going to be a really interesting match for sure. Fairy, as we know, is what hits TinaChomp for weakness. We'll see what kind of Fairy deck it is. I mean, even if it's Guardian, we can still one-shot them with TinaChomp. But we'll have to see, man. And I think Bats, Buzzwole, Landorus might be doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. We didn't win the coin flip. That's unfortunate. Again, we'll see what fairy deck it could be. It might be Guardian. It might be Gardevoir. Sylveon, too. And, okay. I mean, even if it is, like, Sylveon actually can't one-shot Tina. It's actually more or less going to be the Gardevoir GX. So we're going to try to target that. Okay, they're going to start with an Eevee. So they are playing a Sylveon Gardevoir deck, it looks like. There's a Nest Ball. Oh, there's a Guardian. Okay, so that's going to be our main target. Is going to take out that thing. And, oh, he's actually going to switch into it. And he's going to end me. Oh, wow. That was, you know, a decent hand. I was going to treasure away the Guzma, get a Tina, attach an energy to it. Rip, he gave me a bit of a weird hand. I mean, if we can draw into a possible treasure or Ultra Ball or Tina here, we can get out of that. A Mimikyu GX coming down. Alright, well, we'll see if this deck can take out a fairy deck. And, alright, that's a good sign. So I think we'll get rid of the Juniper. We'll probably just play Cynthia here. And again, we should be safe from getting knocked out. Like, I don't think my opponent can kill me here. And it's pretty easy for us to knock out this Guardian's one hit. And fighting Fairy Belt also means it's going to be hard for him to kill me. We'll have 310 HP. There's a lot of HP to have. Okay. I'm going to treasure away an energy. I'm going to get another bat. Just want to make sure I have a lot of these guys in play. And we're going to pass. And then next turn, we can maybe knock this thing out if we can find a Float Stone. If not, I can Guzma the Sylveon. Maybe I should have gotten rid of N instead of Juniper there, because then I could be a Seeker for N if they do Magical Ribbon. But I'm expecting them to do Fairy Song, and it looks like they are going to go for it. So our goal here is to KO this Gardevoir and Sylveon. Tag Team GX, can we get there? I might also walk into a plea from my opponent. That's something I don't want to see. So we are looking to find a float. We only play one in the deck, though, so the odds are not really in my favor. And I think I'm just going to go for Juniper here, because I am really looking for this. If we don't find it, that's going to really suck. Especially if my opponent has a Guzma. We didn't find it. We got nothing in our hand that we can play either. We can Guzma next turn if he goes for like a Magical Ribbon, and we can knock out this Guardian. Kind of wish I played two floats now, but most of the time you expect to start with Bats and not Sudowoodo. Oh, they're actually going to Ace Roller their Guardian here, saving it for later. That's fine, though. That thing is still hard for them to build up. If they bring this in play, they can plea my Tina. But no, it looks like they're settling for Magical Ribbon. And I think we're actually going to take out this thing. Like, we can knock out the active, and I guess this thing can't attack me, but it's possible they can energy switch. I think I'm just going to Guzma the Guardian. Like, the Sylveon might not even kill me. Hopefully, though, I can draw into another Tina here so we can get another one built up with Double Dragon Energy. Because even though we are weak to Fairy, I still think we can win off the backs of two TinaChomps. Just because they can one-shot anything, so it's pretty easy. We just gotta hope we draw into another TinaChomp here, maybe. That might be playing Enhanced Hammer. Drew Crobat. Okay, well. We are gonna knock this guy out. We could GGN. We'll have 5 energy on, which is not enough. Never mind. So they need a Choice Band here to KO me, I think. That would allow them to do 140 damage. But we are getting 3 prizes here. That D Valley's really nice. We can attack with our bats. There's a Zubat and our other prize. We have a Tina prize, but we got a Guzma, which we can still kind of use. So let's see if my opponent gets a knockout. They need a Choice Band here to KO me. If they don't have it, they're not going to get the knockout. I mean, our hand's kind of awkward. We don't really want to end them unless they Magical Ribbon. Yeah, it's going to Fairy Wind. So they actually don't knock me out, so we can live another turn. Another Crobat. Well, we unfortunately can't knock them out. I might be forced to Guzma this up. And then, like, Skill Dive. I mean, I could end them to 3. The odds I hit a Golbat, though, aren't very high. I think I'm going to try that Guzma play out. They might have their own Guzma. We'll see. We'll just hit this guy, because this thing gets knocked out by Fighting Fairy Belt. This is why I like the D Valley. Letting you attack with a bat for free is nice. I would have preferred to do Swoop Across, but I mean, the Crobat can't get knocked out anyways. And oh my gosh, he has a Lysander. He is going to do an insane amount of damage to me here. Just to rub it in, he attaches the muscle band, lol. That's gonna do... Oh my god, 1300 damage? Oh my gosh. Jeez. Okay, this is really not good. Another double dragon. Okay, well, we can get the Tina back into play. We can end them, and then hopefully they don't find a VS Seeker to Lysander me again, because we're in trouble if they keep doing Lysander here. Get rid of that. There's no Fairy Charms I don't think we have to worry about. We'll end them here. We are only going to get 3 cards. We still have Lele. We still have a treasure, too, so we should be okay. Yeah, that's fine. We got Juniper. Yeah, I think we're just going to go Skill Dive again. Probably just keep hitting that Sylveon. I guess maybe I should hit the active. Whatever. We could just Ultra Ball for Golbat. Literally, who cares? So we end them to 3. What are the odds they get another Lysander off? What are the odds they find a Lysander? I mean, they could do Dream Fear, choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. No, they're actually going to go on the Sylveon. So they can Ribbon here if they want. I'm not going to end them again, so we're not going to be able to prevent that. So, I mean, they could have maybe attached to the Xerneas. Xerneas Break actually would win the game, possibly, so we got to watch out for that. But knocking this out does mean we are taking 3 prizes. Though I'd still maybe prefer Landers here. Doing 30, maybe not. I gotta watch out for any healing cards. They have Ace Rolled, right? Yeah. I think we just try to take the knockout and hope they just don't win with a Xerneas Break out of nowhere. So we're looking for like Funny Fairy Bell to protect our TinaChomp from getting KO'd. We'll see what they do. I mean, ending them might be a better play, but we don't have the fight energy to do that. I don't even know if Lele's in the deck, so I can't really risk getting rid of my only draw supporter. So let's see. Well, Ultra Ball for Golbat. Okay, we do have Lele. No, we don't even have an N in the deck, so that option wouldn't even be available. I think we'll just hit the Mimikyu. Well, Juniper, we're looking for Fine Energy and Funny Fairy Belt here. Which we didn't find either, but... Oh, no, we did. No, we got the Funny Fairy Belt. I was going to say, we can't play this Double Dragon. So we can Super Rod, which, yeah, I think we'll do. Get back Crobat, 2 energies. We can finally Float Stone this guy. And we'll Calamitous Slash. And next turn, we could actually GGN for the win. If for some reason we don't win. So we have 310 HP. He's not doing much damage to me. What are the odds we lose this turn? Something like a VS Seeker for Guzma would be a good draw. We don't have a VS Seeker in our hand. If we could just VS Seeker here. Because he might try to just perplex me to buy a turn. I mean, I might have to retreat. Oh, he has a Field Blower. Uh-oh. He's going to get rid of my Belt and my D-Valley, keeping the Float. There's the Xerneas Break. But it's not going to knock me out. He could have, like, Elixir to it, but it's not going to happen. And I knew he was playing Enhanced Hammer in his deck. What a garbage card. But, if he doesn't perplex me, we should be fine to win. Or we could just draw via Seeker or something. Not even then we win. This might be a close game. That D-Valley loss is kind of bad, because we maybe could have swung with Lele for Energy Drive. Oh, he's going to Dream Fear me. And that's a bench Pokemon, too. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I don't know why he did that. Yeah, he just concedes. Well, there you go. We're up against a Fairy deck, and TinaChomp, with the bats, still managed to clean out a win there. And, ooh, we get 102 coins, which is pretty sweet. We're getting even closer to getting 3 Unified Minds packs, so I guess we can buy a pack from the shop here. But as you can see, the TinaChomp deck is really good at just knocking out those GX Pokemon. Let's buy a Plasma Freeze pack. I just want to keep trying to pull Seeker Ultra Ball. I don't really care what packs I buy. Maybe I should just save my coins for Cosmic Eclipse at this point. But why not? We'll just keep buying packs. We have a lot of coins. We'll be fine. Cosmic Eclipse is still in November. September will be over soon. But anyways, let's get a Seeker Ultra Ball. Nope. Nope. Well, catch you guys in another match with the TinaChomp deck. Alright guys, getting into a second match with our Giratina Bats deck here. And we'll see what we play against next here in the expanded format. Anything can happen. It looks like we're possibly up against Rotom, judging from the types. It could possibly be a fire deck too, with fire and water. Let's see. We are going to win the coin flip. I like to see it. Always getting that turn 1 TinaChomp Giratina is very important. And okay, I would say we got a pretty decent hand. We got a Zubat start treasure. Assuming Lele's not prized anyways, this hand is a good hand. And we'll have to see what kind of deck they are playing. I'm guessing they're playing Rotom. You never know, though. You never know with this game sometimes what people are going to be playing. So we will have to see here. Hopefully Lele isn't prized, though. I really hope it's not. Okay, let's start with the Shaman. Okay, it doesn't really tell me much as to what they're playing, obviously. We'll put the Fire Energy on Giratina. We'll treasure away... I guess the Oricorio. I mean, I don't think he's playing Night March, but we don't need the Oricorio, I don't think. Unless he's playing Rotom. Alright, we'll Lele here for... I guess Cynthia? I could end him, but he started with a Shaman. That's usually a sign he didn't have any other Pokemon in his hand, so that's a good thing. Alright, well, Cynthia here. What are we looking at? We do have a Power Plant. Let's actually put that down and pass. And then next turn we can Ultra Ball. We do actually have a Stretch and a Rod in our hand, assuming the Juniper. So not the greatest, but we can make it work, I guess. We can Ultra Ball away the TinaChomp and whatever else. And we can put that even back to the Oricorio. But I am very curious to see what they're playing. So it is a Rotom deck. Okay. Rotom, I think, is a pretty good matchup, despite the fact that, like, it's kind of weird, but, like, at the same time, I think it's winnable. Alright, do they have a Counter Stadium? Nope, they don't, and that Shaman is going to get them nothing, because Power Plant is in play. And they concede. Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, pretty much, the Power Plant seems a genius card in this deck. I feel like this, like, the matchup's good anyways, because, like, low HP Pokemon is usually what Bats and Tina like to see. I think, like, Linear Attack, Oricorio. Bats are also good against low HP decks. And the Power Plant did them in. If we had Silent Lab, though, they actually wouldn't even be able to attack with their Rotoms. But they just concede the game there. So we are up against Mortal_9. Playing, it looks like maybe a grass deck here. We'll see what type of grass deck it is. Hopefully we can get another good start like the last game. And hopefully our start's not poop. Okay. Juniper, 2 Crobats. Not amazing, but not the end of the world. We can always get them back with our Pokemon recovery cards. So I don't really mind starting with Zubat. And I don't really mind this hand too much. See if we can draw. Oof, fighting for your belt. Okay, he's playing a Celisaur deck. I guess we'll belt the Zubat. I mean, why not? Sure, we have 80 HP now. We can always maybe ace roll to the bat. Ooh, but we don't find a TinaChomp this turn. That is pretty bad. Not getting a treasure or a TinaChomp is kind of weird, but that's not good. This matchup is fine, though. We can easily knock this thing out. We did lose our Field Blower, though, so we're not going to be able to get rid of that Wish of a Ton, unfortunately. Alright. What the heck? A Celebi and a Tauros coming down. Bro, I'm telling you, some of these decks and Expanded are just the most random things I've ever played against. They are very random. Oh my gosh, we were 1 card off of top decking. That's amazing. Okay, well, we can scoop up the bat. We meant to sacrifice a bat, but we can get the Fighting Fairy Belt back. We'll Cynthia for now. We'll save the Stretcher, because we'll probably knock out the bat. We can get 3 cards. Okay. We did find a treasure. I'm not really going to bother putting damage on this thing quite yet. There's no point. I think we'll play the Buzzwole. I would retreat in a Buzzwole, but, like, I'd honestly rather him knock out a bat. In fact, I'm actually going to treasure probably for another Zubat. Oh, it looks like we prized some Golbats. Yeah, I'd rather lose bat here than obviously just have Buzzwole get, you know, hit with Pollen Hazard. Buzzwole doesn't even get knocked out by Pollen Hazard this turn, so there's no point. There's a Reverse Letter. Does my opponent even have a DCE? Let's find out. Oh, no, they don't. Another VS Seeker. Okay, well, we're going to run thin on VS Seekers here, it looks like, but it's for the greater good. Because we can actually knock out the Celisaur here and be in a really good spot. Let's do it. Hit that for 20. I could go for a Swoop Across here and damage everything else. As nice as that would be, I think we go Juniper. We're taking 3 prizes. The odds we find more Golbats is pretty high. Okay. Put that there. We can retreat into you, and we can just go for that Calamitous Slash for the knockout. Thanks to the Fighting Fury Belt, we just barely get the knockout. Now, my opponent can Wish a Baton to Virizion or Tauros. He might go for the Tauros because he's probably thinking that I can't knock him out, but then I can just obviously drop another bat down and knock him out. We are pretty much out of VS Seekers now because we have to do another VS Seeker here, but that's fine. We'll take 3 prizes here. There's a Double Dragon. That's a great prize. There's one of our bats. Will this be the other bat? It will be. Nice. So now we got 2 bats left back. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much in control of this game. I don't really think we can lose. If we only had 2 Pokemon to play, I'd be tempted to just go for GG End. No, he just concedes. Alright, well, we're getting the concedes in. We're getting the knockouts, the big one-hit KOs on the tag team Pokemon, which is something I expected to have in this video, but we're getting them. So hopefully we can start playing against better decks now. Please. The Rotom deck wasn't bad. That was at least, like, at least the guy had Shamans and stuff. Like, he knew what he was doing, other than playing the Shaman on the Power Plant. But, like, at least his list looked like it wasn't some random bad decks on me with what they had. And Rachel Octopus. Ooh, they're playing. It looks potentially like Pikarom. This is going to be a fun game. We don't win the coin flip. That sucks. I do think Pika's a good match. We have a few fighting types in the deck to help us out. We can easily one-shot Pikarom with TinaChomp, so that's good. We're going to start with a bit of a weird hand. I could probably afford an Ultra Ball here. Maybe just play the Stretcher for Lele? I don't know. I mean, this hand is fine, I guess. Once again, getting both Stretcher and Rod in the hand, not ideal. It's actually the most awkward thing that can happen in this deck, in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. We could just N, obviously, just Lele for N, which I'll probably have to do. I'm going to most likely Ultra Ball, though, for Tina, because we need to get a Giratina down this turn to try and get an energy on it anyways. Yeah, they're playing, it looks like, Pika. Which, again, I think we can beat. I don't think Pika's a bad matchup at all. Alright, they're attaching to that Coco. And before they're playing Coco Nagando. Oh, they're playing Pika Pads, maybe. They do get Tails on Order Pad. I like to see it. Get that out of here. And ooh, they just pass. So they don't have much. Okay, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to Ultra Ball away the Golbat. We're going to play the Stretcher, probably. We're going to get that TinaChomp. We have a Fighting Fairy Ball. We might as well attach it to it. I mean, we can hold off on the Stretcher. There's really no need to play it anyways. It won't make a difference if we're trying to, you know, put stuff back in the deck. We'll keep the Golbat in the discard pile. Well, Cynthia, alright, we really want to find an energy here. Oh, we didn't find an energy. That's a bro moment. Alright, we'll just play a Power Plant and pass. Alright, not finding energy is pretty bad. I could maybe try to, like, do stuff with bats, and then, like, maybe set up a Buzzmosa play. We do have a Power Plant in place. My opponent needs to counter the Stadium here if they're going to Electro Radar for a Dedenne. So, they're not going to be able to do Dedenne's ability. Will this be the second game today where my opponent tries to Dedenne when I have a Power Plant in play? Let's find out. Alright. Are they going to counter the Stadium? Oh, they have a Field Blower. Alright, you know what? GG to the opponent. At least they didn't just play the Dedenne down thinking they can use their ability. The Field Blower is actually big instead of a counter. They get rid of that Fighting Fairy Belt, which is kind of sad. Not that we really need it. We have a lot of HP. Pikarom actually falls short on knocking me out with 3 Electro Powers on a Tag Bolt. But still. Oh no, sorry, with 2 Electro Powers, not 3. 3 is 290. That's still enough to knock me out. Ooh, they're playing Jirachi. Looks like they're playing more of a pre-rotation build, but not quite black and white on. Unless they have elixirs, we'll have to see. Do they have a Pikarom here? They still have a supporter for the turn. They can go into Jirachi here. Oh, another Order Pad. And they do get heads this time. I'm curious to know if they're playing Rough Seas. So, I mean, if I can get maybe a D-Valley here, I'm tempted to try to, like, just swoop across them here to try and, you know, get some damage on everything. Because getting damage on, like, this Coco and the Zeraora would be nice. Obviously, we have Golbat, but you know what I mean. Get this Cynthia again. Did they just grab an Escapo or that Order Pad? That's interesting. I don't really know what the point of that was. I mean, I don't think we'll knock out the Jirachi this turn anyways, considering we weren't able to find energy for Giratina. I wouldn't even attack him anyways, even if I could. I pretty much just need to wait for a Pika to come down. If my opponent is going to Pika ROM down this turn, what we can do is try to Guzma it up first. Give the energy switch. It's not a Cherish Ball, Nest Ball, anything for a Pika. So they don't get a Pika here. This could be good. Do they have a supporter? Let's see. They might have a Thunder Mountain. They can knock me out with Coco. If they do that, I'm down to sacrifice 2 bats so I can Sledgehammer one of... So I can start Sledgehammer. We can't knock out the Coco. Well, I guess no. Golbat, Crobat. Sledgehammer could knock out the Coco with like a Funny Fairy Belt and a Golbat, but we'll see. Or we could just save Sledgehammer for like a Guzma KO and a Pika. Oh wow, they actually got there. Unfortunately, they already retreated. Yep, so we're good to survive the turn. And there's a 1 card off again? Like, what do you mean? Alright, let's just go for Cynthia. I'm not going to bother benching the Buzzwole. He could easily just Guzma the Buzzwole up and knock it out. I mean, I guess we have Rod and Stretcher, but still. We didn't find a supporter for next turn. It's pretty rough. We'll play the Sudowoodo. Actually, we'll probably retreat in the Sudowoodo, to be honest. Save a bat. I might Ultra Ball here for something to thin the deck out, and I think I will. Let's get Golbat. Not really feeling evolving it. I'd actually rather save the Golbat. Assume once he puts a Pika down, I'm gonna play the Golbat. I don't know. I don't really see a point of evolving. Plus, if he has a Guzma, he knocks it out, and then I have no bat damage. And then if he has a Pika down, there's no way I can actually knock it out. Because I have the Guzma, so if I can draw an energy here, we can knock out a Pika ROM. I am worried about my opponent getting the first Guzma off, though they are down a Guzma. We could maybe Guzma the next turn, but the Acerola is in place. So it's not like we can like Guzma this up. He has a free retreat cost. We just need to find an energy off the top deck or like another supporter so that we can pull off a possible Guzma here. We can knock out a Pika ROM possibly. He is going to bring in the Coco though. I guess I should say she is because it's Rachel Octopus. Yeah, she. I gotta start. I always just say he by default, but like I should start saying she because it's a girl. Okay, so yeah, she can knock out the Sudowoodo. If we don't draw something, we're probably just going to give up a Zubat here. Fine with that. Don't really mind losing another Zubat. Let's see. What do we draw? Hey, an energy to knock out this Coco. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so we're chilling. We can knock out the Coco. Putting the 4 energy on is pretty scary if my opponent does pull off another possible Tapu Thunder, but we're fine. We get 2 prizes. Alright, we're back in the game, boys and girls. And we have Guzma, so if my opponent even bothers with a Pika ROM, we just knock it out with Calamity Slash. They could maybe Tingly return me, but I still have Guzma, so it literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they Tingly return me or not. Which I'm assuming they want to do here. She's probably going to go Tingly return. We'll see what happens, though. I think we're definitely in a pretty powerful position. The only way my opponent could slow me down is probably with just like an N. But judging from their list, they seem to be playing a pre-rotation Sun and Moon on build. And there's the Pika. Alright, there we go. And that's our 3 prize target. So my opponent will probably go Tingly return. They've already played Coco, so that Pika's actually not going to be powered up quick enough. We knock out the Pika ROM next turn, unless my opponent ends me here. We could Calamitous. We could actually GG end. Oh, they do have a Stretcher, though. That can get back that Coco. And the Coco might be a, kind of an annoyance. Hopefully we can draw, like, a treasure here, something so I can get, like, another Tina down. Yeah, the Coco's kind of scary because of that GX attack. Having these energies on isn't very good. But at the same time, we're getting 3 prizes on that Pika ROM. Like, we're going to be in a good spot. I guess we can touch the energy to, like, Lele or something. I mean, we can also, like, spam bats, knock out the Pika, spam bats on Jirachi after, knock that out that way, win the game. I think that would actually work, unless they're playing Mew, but that could actually work to target the Jirachi with our bats. And they're actually not going to Tingly me here. They might just be like, alright, you can take the prize and the Jirachi, I don't really care. And that's not really going to help them, though, because then I just literally need to knock out the Pika ROM and I win the game. That's not an end, so it looks like they're not going to be enemy here, and that means we're going to be able to come in and Calamitous slash that Pika and knock it out. Let's see. Alright. I mean, this is pretty much game. I mean, my opponent's going to be in a pretty bad spot. We'll Crobat, hit the Pika. We'll Guzma it up. I'm not going to bother attaching energy. Actually, I'll bother doing Field Blower, actually. Get rid of that Escape Ward. I'm not going to bother attaching the energy just because we could walk into a Tapu Thunder out of nowhere. You never know. It could happen. Alright, we got a Power Plant. That's a good card. Maybe stop Tapu Koko, another Zubat. And what's our other prize? Golbat. I think our last prize is a TinaChomp, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, guys, TinaChomp bats making quick use of Pikarom here. My opponent doesn't really have much left. Yeah, they're just going to concede the game, seeing the writing on the wall. That was a pretty good game. Yeah, the deck's working pretty well. The deck is winning games really quick because it's just so fast and aggressive. And assuming you just don't whiff energy. I'm starting to wish I maybe had more energy, though. Like, I might want to play a 6th energy just because I'm getting tired of just not finding energy on the right turn. Having a turn where you don't find energy is really detrimental. But other than that, the deck's playing pretty well. So I'll see you guys in some more matches. Alright, guys, we're going to keep trucking through some games here in the expanded format with the TinaChomp Bats deck and keep trying to play against some good matchups. Or just good decks in general that we can take out with TinaChomp. Hopefully the games are a little bit better, though. We can play against actual, like, decent decks instead of just, you know, the stuff we've actually been playing against. I guess the Pikarom and the Rotom deck weren't bad. They were actually, like, okay. We are up against possibly a fire deck here, judging from the deck box and the types I saw. We'll see what we start with. We're going to mulligan. Curious to see as to what we are up against here. As long as they're playing tag teams, I'm happy, because, again, TinaChomp just destroys these tag team Pokemon, in my opinion. So, yeah. And, alright, we are going to start with a decent hand. I think I'm going to go for the Juniper here, in all honesty. We can just Ultra Ball away the Crobat. Maybe we draw another Pokemon, we can Ultra Ball that away, stretch them back on the deck Juniper, and then do that, instead of playing Cynthia. And, yeah, that's definitely a good call, then. We're up against possibly something weird, I don't know. We do have enough attackers here that if they're playing a Alolan Ninetales, we'll be okay. We have Bats, we have Oricorio, we have Buzzwole, which, if we assault them with non-GXs, we'll actually get our Sledgehammer turn. And, ooh, 2 more Bats, yes please. I'm going to put all the Bats into play, because they're going to be really good in this matchup if they're playing Alolan Ninetales. The Bats are going to be really powerful. Oh, there's a Timer Ball. And they do get double tails. I don't miss this card. Oh, they're playing a Fairy Energy. Okay, it looks like they're playing Guardian. Or not Guardian, sorry. Garvor Ninetales. And they might be playing a pre-rotation Sun and Moon On build. And what the... Is that a Heat Factory? It is. What the... There goes my D-Valley. Oh, they're playing Charizard. But they're playing Ninetales. Kind of confused. I don't know, it looks like they're playing a more expanded base build. They're gonna Beacon. I'm actually looking to maybe knock out that Charmander. We don't have an N, so we're gonna have to Lele here, I think. Ooh, we drew a Guzma. I think I'm gonna have to Lele. We'll get rid of the Sudowoodo. We'll end them. Obviously, we don't want their hand to be, you know, that big. I mean, do we want to play down this other Tina? I mean, I guess. I don't really see why not. I don't really know what else I would bench anymore. And, alright, we do find our Double Dragon. We get a Power Plant, too. We didn't get any Bats, but that doesn't matter because we're already taking a knockout here. We can also bump the Stadium. I could actually GGN the Charmander off the board. And I am kind of tempted to do that. I think I'm just going to take a knockout, though. Oh, we are weak to Fairy, but a Alolan Ninetales GX doesn't do that much damage, so I'm not really too concerned. I think we just knock out the full picks. Just try to take prizes. We're in a one-prize matchup, other than the, you know, Alolan Ninetales, but still good to probably just take prizes. Via Seeker's a good draw, because we don't have anything else going on in our hand right now, other than the Bats and the Guzma. They are going to bring in the Vulpix, so they might be going for Beacon, or they might try to go for a Snowy Wind here. Let's see if they're able to do anything this turn. They're going to get a via Seeker. They go Lily, but we've already kind of shut that down. Okay, so they touch Burn Energy, which is not going to be the Ninetales. So they're actually going to have to go Lily. Do they have a Rare Candy Czar? Did I end them into the Rare Candy? I end them into two other Charmanders. Will this Lily find the Rare Candy Charizard or a Ninetales to pull off the Rare Candy Charizard? Okay, it does get them Ninetales. If they already have a piece of the Charizard puzzle in their hand, they can actually get a switch here and attack me with Charizard. Oh, they're gonna play a Heat Rain down. Okay, I see. This is actually an interesting Charizard deck. They have Heat Rain. That's a card. I mean, I knew it was good with Charizard because I played it in my Charizard Firebox. And, oh wait, did they not do Power Plant for the win? I completely forgot about Power Plant being in play. Oh my goodness, we just basically prevented them from getting anything. And I'm gonna definitely knock out that Ninetales here. Oh my gosh, I forgot Power Plant was in play. Oh yeah. Okay, we didn't get an energy for the other Tina, that's unfortunate, but we are going to get the knockout here on the Ninetales. Wow. See, this is why the Power Plants are good. Just stuff like that can happen. That's twice now where my opponent has done their ability and not being able to do it because the Power Plant's been in play. Yeah, this is pretty much game at this point in my opinion. They gotta go through another TinaChomp. We have healing cards like Acerola and Scoop Up to heal this guy. Deny him prizes. We can knock out the Heat Rain with Guzma possibly down the road, knock it out. This game is pretty much about over. Charizard's actually gonna be powering up Tina, and there's a giant hearth. I'm sure my opponent wanted to see that a turn earlier. And there is Tapu Lele. They really need Rare Candy. Now, they could end me here to a 3-card hand. We've played a few supporters. Oh, they're going to get Welder. So they need to do 310 damage to knock me out. If they actually get a knockout, that's going to be impressive. If they actually get a KO here, that is going to be really impressive. But we can always fall back and go with a bat, which is cool. Let's see if they get a knockout. If they get a knockout, we might be able to pick off a Charmander, and then we just got to leave a Lele or Heat Rain to be KO'd by Calamitous Slash. Oh, if they actually get the Rare Candy Zard here, they will get a knockout. That is a lot of energy. There's a Jirachi. They might just retreat on the Jirachi, though. Yeah, they are. Okay, good. I was gonna say, bro, that would be a knockout. They'd evolve, Charizard, do their ability, boom, knock me out. Ooh, there's Rare Candy. If they have a Switch and a Charizard, okay, never mind. We are back in business. Go here, play the Golbat. So we're gonna go Crobat. We could actually knock out the Charmander. We're already doing 170, so we don't really need to worry about damaging a GX. I guess we target the Charmander. Kind of bully it. We knock out that Charmander, we're going to prevent Charizard from knocking out. I want that to be the case. Now we just need to find a Crobat, which I can get with this Ultra Ball. We are going to get 2 prizes. My opponent, I don't think, can really win at this point anyways. I'm still going to go Juniper. I don't really want to just have a 0-card hand. Well, I'm not going to. But yeah, we found Crobat. We're good. Let's treasure away this. I could obviously have GG ended it too, but the cooler way to win the game is to spam bats on low HP Pokemon, which is what they're intended for. Another Fighting Fury Belt, and we'll just claim to Slash. I could attach it, but who cares at this point? I think we win the game, you know what I mean? Like, even if he attacks me with Charizard, he won't get a knockout. He'd have to have an insane turn with energy and stuff. Yeah, he just scoops. There you go, guys. The TinaChomp Bats deck and expanded, just taking out stuff left, right, and center, just Bats taking stuff out. TinaChomp showing how good it is. But yeah, this TinaChomp Bats deck, I was pretty impressed with in today's PTCGO video. It did pretty well, and I am liking the deck quite a bit, in all honesty. The only change I would make is probably want to run another energy. I mean, the baby Buzzwole was kind of useless. We barely used it, so I guess you can take this out and run like a 6th energy or something. Just, I want to be able to find my energy at the right time, so like, I'd probably prefer 10 energy. Other than that, though, this deck's pretty fun to play, and honestly showed off really how powerful it is at just destroying GXs like Pikarom and Ninetales there. But yeah, that are the day's feature video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe down below. I'm on the road to reaching 6,000 subscribers. We're getting even closer to 5,600 subs right now. As always, make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Check out the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG, also down below too. Use my discount code LDF if you end up getting anything from Card Cavern TCG, like any PTCGO codes. or anything like that. Also, follow me on Twitter down below to stay up to date with my latest tweets, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.